always an honor to capture the latest and greatest here at Newell Coach. And today our good friend Brian Pitts has an extremely special coach for us. What's going on, sir?
We've got a brand new, delivering tomorrow, 2024 mid-entry quad slide, very custom, super awesome coach. I can't wait to show you.
I just got a sneak preview, and there's a lot of stuff that's totally different than any floor plans that we've ever seen, and a really cool design. So what is the story with this coach?
We've built this coach for a longtime owner of another high-end motor coach company who frankly bumped up against the limits of what can be done with a Prevost chassis. We built him a very custom center entry. I mean, he knocked it out of the park with the design. It's got so much stuff going on inside that you wouldn't believe we fit it all on a 45-foot coach.
How many mid-entry Newell coaches is Newell Coach building every year?
You know, it's averaging about 40% of our production. We've had a couple of really nice mid-entry show coaches in the last couple of years, and that inspired a lot of builds. It kind of goes up and down depending on what people have seen recently, but we've got nearly half of our coaches in production are mid-entry right now.
Yes, sir, and I'm noticing the windows have the paint scheme going through the windows. I've got that afternoon sunlight really shining off of those back windows to really show the depth of all the metallics in this paint job. Is that something new at Newell, Coach, or what are we seeing here?
Ryan Laux have been doing these for us for a while, and some of the paint schemes, the windows just kind of interrupt the flow, and this is a really nice way to deal with it. You can obviously see through the screens, but this coach has the television built over the window, so it really didn't matter whether or not you could see through it, but it sure looks better with how the paint scheme just gets to kind of flow right on through it.
Really great looking coach, and a lot of intricate detail in the exterior of this coach, but I think the folks want to see inside. Do you think we could take a peek inside of this coach?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Another super nice design. Well, what's going on in this coach, sir?
I was fired up about this build. A good portion of our customers come in and they've got enough stuff in their mind to fill a 60-foot coach, and obviously it's got to be 45 when we're done. Engineering did a killer job of getting it all in this coach. This is an 18-foot long, 30-inch deep slide, and so they maximize the center bearing cover to make extra countertop space. It's got a great little appliance garage here, and the farm style sink that covered the cook stove with a serving tray, which is really cool. You can use it as a cutting board or a serving tray. It's got a really nice dinette, extendable seats, same as always. It's got a leaf that goes in the table so you can very comfortably seat 4 people, really even 6.
I'm noticing behind you, it seems like that door going into the hallway is a little bit more forward than we've seen in other Newell coaches. Is that normal?
This coach is interesting in that it has 2 completely full separate baths. The point there was to be able to come forward and use that bathroom without disturbing whoever's in the back, and obviously to access if you have guests staying up front where they can have privacy to that bathroom as well.
Yeah, I look forward to showing everyone back there, but what else is going on up front here?
First of all, I love the design on this coach. When they started showing us inspiration pictures, I thought this thing is really going to glow, and I think they nailed it. Super modern, but very warm and homey at the same time. Awesome ceiling design. I love the reveals up here. I like this setup a lot. It's very practical. 2 couches. This one is a full sleeper couch, the fold-out style with the air mattress, but it also has reclining footrests in it. So it kind of accomplishes both the best worlds. This one over here is another sleeper. It's the futon style that folds out, and we made some little removable armrests with the cup holders in it. The extra large ones for Yetis.
I like seeing those cup holders. Yeah, that's always.
I've got one everywhere I go.
Yes, sir.
But, these are cool because the idea behind them being removable is that makes the couch long enough that someone can lay down on it, and you can just remove these things. Or when you're using it as a typical couch, you've got a place to put your cups. And then, of course, this projector will project on that window shade.
Okay, and is that the one that will project outside as well?
Yeah, that's why there's no film over these forward windows. That way the projection can be watched outside too.
Do the front seats have the capability of turning around?
They do, both. Got
Yeah.
2 more seats.
Yeah, and I love the style and the design that they did. I've got to get everybody a close-up.
The double vent is really cool. It's got the perforations down here for the heat and cool feature, and then the vented over here for aesthetics.
Yeah, really cool. And then I'm noticing up in the cockpit area here, almost like a different style wood grain on the dash there.
Yeah, it's kind of fresh looking. We do obviously a lot of carbon fiber up there, some wood grains, but it's usually more like a burl. I think this is the first one I remember seeing with a regular wood background. I think it looks cool.
Spinning those chairs around just give it such a different feel, such a large living area. But what are some of the other reasons that folks choose to build mid-entry coaches?
A lot of the activities that you use the coach for take place outside. And it's so nice with the interface in indoor and outdoor living to just come right in at the refrigerator, pantry, bathroom. It's all right there. You're under an awning if the weather's inclement. You have a screen door in the mid-door coaches, which I think is a huge advantage to those. I think the big thing, though, is just access to the coach. Works so much better through the center. So another thing that I think is kind of cool, they did this refrigerator in the slide. Typically the refrigerator, due to height reasons, needs to be elsewhere in the coach, but this worked out so well. You've got this mid-entry and then all of this room between the refrigerator and the steps behind you, so it's very easy to operate it. This is another thing that we've started doing lately. We have ignition keyed locks. So when you press the button to start the coach, it locks the doors. There's an override on the panel, on the control panel right here, but that way you don't have to remember to lock your refrigerator doors. It just does it automatically.
Yeah, a lot of functionality. Newell Coach has a lot of experience building coaches, so they're thinking of all those little things to make your life easier.
Absolutely.
Excited to see behind this first door here, but I've got to point out these accent walls. Really a sharp look, and was there any inspiration for this? Or
I think it was Amber's. Amber did it on one of my show coaches about a year ago. It really makes a nice, complex look to that wall right there. It's backlit with the LEDs, and you can put whatever material you like as your background there, and it just added a lot of dimension to the coach.
They knocked it out of the park on this coach. You think we could take a look behind door number 1 there? I think the folks are gonna like this.
So that pocket door sections off this full bathroom here. It has a great shower.
With that shower head in the ceiling, you can see that indirect lighting, almost like a marine style window there, and just beautiful surfaces. And then of course that hidden drain. I always have a tough time finding the drains on this tile work. It's incredible. So this is a split bathroom.
Yes. And then on this side is the head and the vanity.
Looks like an underlit countertop as well. Beautiful textures here. It's amazing how they all blend together. So has Newell ever done a split bathroom before? I've never seen that.
We have, actually. It was a pretty popular thing there for a while. You and I did a video on a coach that's gone to the Middle East now, and both of those coaches had split baths.
Oh, yes,
Like
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, more of a VIP coach.
Exactly, yeah. Really nice storage here with drawers underneath.
Yeah, adjustable shelving, very well lit, and then it looks like that could be a wardrobe if needed.
Kind of a dual use area.
Yes, sir. Always nice to have that extra storage.
Absolutely.
Really cool mid-bathroom there. I'll be curious to see if we start seeing more of this floor plan. I think we could see behind door number 2 there.
Absolutely.
Such a cool vibe back here.
Right? It's like a spa. This whole coach to me just feels like a really nice high-end spa.
Definitely gives you that kind of serenity feel for sure.
This is part of what I was talking about. What drew this client to Newell Coach is we've done 2 full bathrooms, a king-size bed, a center entry, 2 sleeper couches up front, a huge dinette, and that big galley, all in a 45-foot motorhome.
And we still haven't even seen that rear bathroom
We
yet.
haven't seen all of it, yeah.
This is something that we usually don't see. The bed is on the door side. A lot of times it's on the driver's side. Do you know if there was a reason for that?
Actually, part of what we were talking about, getting all this stuff fit in here, in order to do a king-size bed and still have room for the storage area and walk-in shower there, the bed had to be on this side. It gave us the space that we needed to fit all of that stuff between here and the entry door. They got a lot of motorhome in 45 feet. It's got really nice closet storage here on either side of the dresser drawers.
Beautiful finishes too. I love that hardware.
I really like that hardware.
To give everybody a close-up, like there's like a texture to it. Yeah, and everything is so well lit, so much indirect lighting. Now, is that a fixed TV or?
It is. He actually did a projector cabinet and wired for it just in case that's the way he decides to go at some point, but we did a full-size window behind this television, so this is an area that can very easily be converted if at some point he decides he'd rather have the big window and a projector. But instead we built a 55-inch television into this cabinet with a small window down here underneath.
This rug just has like a three-dimensional look and really complements those floors with that indirect lighting around the bed. So many cool little details on this coach.
We have those custom made, so it brings in elements from the paint job outside with those gorgeous blues and earth tones, and obviously coordinates the outside well with the inside. I like it. It's a really, really nice rug. We had one built for the front of the coach too.
I think the folks want to see behind door number 3. You think we could give it a shot?
Here's the master bath. It kind of carries that theme that we were talking about for the rest of the coach. There's a lot going on in here. We have this beautiful walk-in shower, lots of nice tile work all over. It's got a heated towel bar back behind the head with nice storage overhead. All across the back here, we built closets with retractable doors so it's easy to load and unload.
You could smell that cedar like they just cut that tree yesterday, so.
Kind of adds to the spa feeling, doesn't it?
Exactly, yes sir.
Really nice drawers. We don't hang the hardware until the client gets here to tell us where they want it, so this stuff's all on standby for the delivery starting tomorrow.
Marine style window there and just incredible tile work. Again, it's hard to find the drain. Just incredible.
Yeah, those tile guys do such a great job. Really elevates the coach. Over here on the sink side, obviously there's a lot of great storage here, but this is kind of unique. They did countertops that match the flooring in the rest of the coach, and then they did a backlit quartz backsplash here, which I think is just such a cool look. That in particular just makes the coach glow at night, so you can use it as a night light.
Yes sir.
It's got great storage overhead here, and then as is typical, we hang the doors opposite so you can use it as a get ready mirror. This washer and dryer, I love this setup. Retractable doors, top load washer, front load dryer. It makes operating in a tighter space so much easier. It's got storage overhead and an automatic vent, so as soon as you activate the washer, the vent opens to vent to the outside of the coach so it doesn't steam up the coach too.
I've got to ask you, how much money does it cost to build or custom build a new Newell coach like this?
They're averaging $2.6 million. We've had a few go above and a few that come in lower. One of the big determining factors is how wild you go on the paint job. That costs a lot of money to do these very complex paint jobs. We obviously have a lot of exotic countertops, and those can run the price up very quickly. You know, $100,000 for petrified wood. You hit that mark very fast.
Yes, sir. And, backlit countertops and all that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
At this level, in that $2 million range, these owners can choose any motor coach in the world. This is at the top of the top. Why would someone choose to purchase a Newell coach over other coaches at this level?
Kind of repeating what I've been told more than filling in other people's thoughts. What draws people here is because we can do stuff no one else can. We build this chassis from the ground up, so like in this case, the client wanted larger holding tanks, so we changed the bays to accommodate larger holding tanks.
What are those holding tanks in this coach?
Both the fresh and the holding tank is 183 gallons. When you're building a custom center entry coach, the big slide over here made it possible to put the refrigerator on, which made a lot of other things possible in this floor plan, and we're the only company that has the capability of doing that because we don't buy a built chassis.
Yeah, we've seen some cool coaches like those VIP coaches, 2 full baths, bunks, and I think at the $2 million level, to my knowledge, Newell Coach is the only company building coaches with 2 full bathrooms. I don't know if I've seen that in anyone else over the $2 million mark.
Yeah,
So.
I haven't either. It really does give them some very nice flexibility here for accommodating guests on board, even just living long term, my wife and my daughters and I have lived long term in a motorhome before. Having 2 bathrooms is kind of nice, even if it's just you. You know, you've got another place to go. Everybody can get ready to go to dinner a lot quicker. I like it. I think it'll catch on.
And yeah, it's really cool to see all of the customization, but what are some of the other reasons someone would choose to spend that $2.5 million with Newell Coach rather than other companies out there?
It's another really big deal is service. It's gotten so hard to get decent service in the RV industry. You know, our industry's turning out 500,000 units a year, and nobody's building service at that rate. You know, our industry is radically short on that. And so Todd Dills and his team over there at the service shop, they have put together a program that projects our service efforts out across the country, maximizing using off-premise service facilities, but also moving our own guys seasonally appropriate there in the south in the wintertime and up north in the summertime. If somebody has a problem and we can't find local assets to deal with it, they will send our guys to go deal with it. It's really like a breath of fresh air to know that you're covered that well. I hear the clients rave about it all the time. Service, you guys are killing it in service, and that's such a great feeling.
And that 24/7 emergency service hotline, regardless of the year of the coach. I know a lot of Newell owners rave about that as well.
That's a big deal. You know, knowing you have a safety net there. There's always somebody on the other end of the phone to help you out if something goes wrong.
Brian, I really appreciate you sharing this beautiful Newell Coach with us.
It's my pleasure.
If someone is a serious and qualified buyer and want to purchase a new Newell Coach or custom order a Newell Coach or check out your pre-owned inventory, who can they get a hold of?
My name is Brian Pitts. I would love to help. My email address is brian with an I, P at newellcoach.com, and I'd love to hear from you.
Awesome, Brian. We'll leave that in the description below. Thanks again to you and the team at Newell Coach. Greatly appreciate you. Also greatly appreciate all of you out there subscribing to the channel and liking these videos. We hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you.